the Vice President, and she would like to say a few words, and on behalf of our teachers, my colleagues, we have a very big welcome to our school. We are on a journey this day, so there are not many children around. You can see only our students. She expresses the same feeling that our mayor did. We say that although we don't have many classes, we are full of love and feelings. And we give these feelings to you, teacher of each country, to accompany each group to be with them during the activities. Okay, let's do this now. The first group is
Nimet nerede?
Wish you a pleasant stay in Greece. There are 175 students. Landscape architecture. Our school is belonging to the technical educational. There are 21 teachers in our school. 3 of them are physiotherapists, 2 agronomists, 5 hairdressers, 2 manufacturers of medical laboratories, 4 doctors, and 3 cosmetics doctors, aesthetics. And the nurse is teacher. The curriculum here is special.
Now we will show you around the classrooms and the laboratories of our specialties. In this, the first floor, there are 4 classrooms. There is a library, okay, the teacher's office, the headmistress' office, and a multi-purpose room. Okay.
Want to see the library?
Yes, but there are younger or
landscape architecture.
If you want to strengthen your mind, you use this one. And this is for the memory. And this, I think, activating your body.
Να βοηθήσω κυρία. Καλησπέρα κυρία. Είδατε πώς ξέρω.
Zdecydowanie kraj odpieczony.
Εδώ τι είναι, με τις χώρες τι είναι, με τις χώρες
Έχουν στείλει σπόρους.
Και τα φυτέψαν τα
από τα
παιδιά.
δικά τους προϊόντα, τα οποία πιθανόν να είναι και παρόμοια.
No problem. This is the bungalow here. Beach, yeah. But very interesting. Vrem să mâncăm ăștia, nu le lăsăm aici.
Eccoli, dirigente, io salvo.
Będą wykładały, te dziewczyny będą pokazywać.
It involves the systematic investigation of existing social, ecological and geological conditions and the design of interventions that will produce the desired outcome. The scope of the profession includes urban design, site planning, town or urban planning, environmental restoration, etc. All at varying scales of design, planning and management. A practitioner in the profession of landscape architecture is called a landscape architect. We have 10 students attending the lessons of landscape architecture who work in this field and make beautiful compositions of plants. During the winter, they worked in the greenhouse. And you have already seen the plants that have grown up from the seeds we have sent.
Thank you.
We can continue to the session.
The service this year,
Because the number of students is not enough.
This artistic work is volunteer, by a volunteer teacher of us. She's a nurse.
She's a nurse, but she likes sculpture.
Decoration.
Now she's doing a creative teaching and making jewelry.
Jewelry, yes.
This is like an exhibition room. Volunteers do things like this. Is a nurse. She's now working with materials and doing jewelry.
Okay, yes. But she does this
Besides,
She loves
Decoration.
άμα δεν το δω, δεν θα σου πω. Κάπου το δω από χτες που το να πεις να κάνω.
Io quanto tempo ci metteranno? Va bene ragazzi? Samuele, adesso vedremo quanto tempo metteranno i nostri...
C'è una palla? Questa non funziona!
Come on! Scrivi che spostiamo solo
Aspetta, vediamo adesso i pezzi.
Concerned with the remediation of persons with disabilities and the promotion of mobility, functional ability, quality of life and movement potential through examination, evaluation, diagnosis and physical intervention carried out by physical therapists or assistant physical therapists. In addition to clinical practice, other activities encompassed in the physical therapy profession include research, education, consultation, and administration. Physicians like Hippocrates and later Galenus are believed to have been the first practitioners of physical therapy, advocating massage, manual therapy techniques, and hydrotherapy to treat people. Physical therapy, modern physical therapy was established in Britain towards the end of the 19th century. The first school of physical therapy was established at Walter Reed Army Hospital in Washington, D.C. following the outbreak of World War I. In the laboratory there are 45 students.
Cica, m-aș fi ars.
Cum?
M-aș fi ars să fac.
A, tu ești ars acum?
M-am dat și la dege, dar...
Trebuie să-și facem așa, încă nu ești ars. Cum te arde, o fac.
Da.
E pe școala.
Attento, the word aesthetic is derived which derives from the Greek verb stanome. I feel, I sense, I perceive. The lessons taught here are anatomy, physiology, first aid, health education, cosmetology, massage, all these things. After the end of their studies, they work as assistants to business
Άμα συνεχίσεις έτσι.
Morning. Good morning. Yes, yes, I didn't get it in the
we all have our health, be in good condition, and she hopes we can meet again.
Και σας ευχαριστούμε που μας υποστηρίξατε.
And she thanks you for preferring to be here and participate in this program.
Thank you.
Cosmopolitan Thessaloniki, city of poets, of the senses, of imagination, of taste, of beauty, built in an amphitheatric location, embraced by the Thermaikou Gulf, where the land meets the sea, it has always attracted new visitors. This lively and modern city, the cultural metropolis of the Balkans, exceptional and enduring from prehistoric times right up to the present day, has preserved its historic monuments perfectly. Just a short walk will lead you past Roman monuments, past beautiful Byzantine churches, neoclassical buildings, all located in the midst of wide, busy streets. The city's noisy markets, Modiano and Kapani, fragrant and famous, offering food of every conceivable taste and color, await local customers and visitors. Thessaloniki's trademark is the White Tower. Once a part of the city's seafront fortress, today it is the home of Thessaloniki's Museum of History and Art. The statue of Alexander the Great on horseback by the seaside. Thessaloniki's Archaeological Museum is considered to be one of the best in the whole of Europe. Unique treasures are to be found here, reconstructing the history of the city and its surroundings from prehistoric times to antiquity and after. Sculptures and reliefs of houses and tombstones of the ancient and classical ages, the authentic marble entrance to the Macedonian tomb, exhibits displaying the holy and commercial areas of the town, of the Galerian palace complex, a plethora of golden objects of incomparable beauty and of historical value. Climbing up towards the northernmost and highest part of the old town, we reach the Empoli, the upper city, where a large portion of the including large towers and robust embrasures, which afforded protection against barbarian incursions, hence taking us back in time to those legendary distant years. The reconstructed ancient agora was the home of the city's most imposing and magnificent public buildings, as well as its theater. It was laid out around a rectangular cobbled square with arches and a double row of pillars, directly linked to the surrounding zone of public areas. At Navarino Square, the dazzling ruins of the Galerian Palace, an example of the splendor and luxury of Roman lifestyle. The mosaic floors and marble tiles in the rooms around the courtyard have been preserved. The most significant building is the octagon, which most probably served as a throne. The rotunda, only a short distance from the Roman Triumph Arch, built following the victory of Galerius called Camara, is one of the city's most important structures, hails from the Roman period and is of international significance. Dozens of stunning churches of the highest artistic merit, such as Panagia Halkeion, Osios David, the Vladimir Monastery, the churches of St. Nicholas the Orphan, of St. Sophia, of Archiropietos, of St. Panteleimon, all monuments that have been preserved and represent the culture and art of Byzantium through time, so that Thessaloniki today can truly be considered an open-air museum of Byzantine art. The small labyrinth in the Agiasma, outside outside the Church of St. John reminds us that Thessaloniki is not just a city of fortresses, of Byzantine churches, of ancient ruins, but also of underground passageways. The Church of St. Demetrius, the patron saint of the city, was destroyed all of 3 times, but was nevertheless rebuilt and decorated anew with stupendous other Christian mosaics, unique sculptures, and splendid icons. Under the Basilica of St. Demetrius, the crypt is located, where according to tradition, the saint became a martyr. In the arcade surrounding this place of worship, a small, highly significant Byzantine museum is to be found. In the superbly arranged space within the Museum of Byzantine Civilization, there is a multitude of heirlooms of the Orthodox faith. Sculptures, mosaics, frescoes, portable icons, coins, manuscripts, and many works of art remind the visitor that Thessaloniki was the second most significant center of the Byzantine Empire after Constantinople. Byzantine icons are among the most important highlights of this museum, which offers a panorama of virtually all schools and artistic trends in religious painting from the beginning of the 15th century up until the 19th century. This city, which is also a garden of muses and graces, as well as the Zelda style, organized each autumn, performances by the National Theatre of Northern Greece, various events in the city's grand new concert hall. These are just a few of the many artistic happenings that make up the modern cultural life of Thessaloniki.
I said in Turkey, after measuring BMI, body fat, and other body analysis, company, we asked for specialists and came with electronic equipment and measured all these body indicators. After this, we took the results. They measured our students and us, the teachers of course, and our doctor gave the results to all the students, and after this he gave us a seminar about these figures everyone saw in his paper. What does it mean? What do they mean, those figures? And what can we do? How can we affect them by healthy eating? In this seminar, another student of us, that he is an athletic trainer, he holds a degree in physical education, he gave us a lecture about the effects of exercise in healthy living. We energized our people. Among other activities, we visited the local elderly people organization, and we provided some aesthetic, hairdressing and physiotherapy services. All the people like these activities a lot. They express this very yes. We celebrated the 25th March 1820 anniversary. It is a national holiday, and we watched the dancing performance of our dancing team. Our dancing team was established in October for the Comenius project presentation, because we don't have gymnastics and something like this. It is a volunteer job. One of our students is teaching folklore dance in a local organization here, a local organization. And, she organized all this. You are going to watch some of these dances today. Our students, under the guidance of our teachers in the Comenius clubs, prepared several PowerPoints. You were supposed to see all these PowerPoints today, yes. But I don't think you are going to. But you have them in your CD, yes? About Thessaloniki's monuments, about Greece's archaeological sites, about the effects of water in our life. This is a very good presentation, and you will see this one presented by our doctor. The 12 gods in ancient Greece, about the famous Greek poets, sculptors and writers, about our Greek traditional cuisine, about homemade beauty recipes, about Greek educational system relatively to other partners' educational systems. I am supposed to show you our structure of educational system. And we also collected some the structures of your country's educational system. I have printed those. I want you to see them and tell me if they are correct. So maybe we can put them all in a comparative PowerPoint and upload it in training. Okay? And the value of nutritive feeding, another PowerPoint, a lot of PowerPoints. We constructed a live 3D Mediterranean food pyramid to work on the project with our students and to do the activity. Your students are doing an activity right now in the pyramid. And our students with us, they supported us, they worked really hard to prepare this project meeting. And that's from Greece about activities. Enjoy your stay here again.
It consists of hydrogen and oxygen. It constitutes 50 to 60% of the weight of human body. It is a component of all human tissues in varying proportions. 90% of blood, 75% in muscle tissue, 20% in adipose tissue. Water is power. It is the most prevalent chemical compound that is essential to all known forms of life on our planet. It represents the key parameter that sustains life on Earth. The average physiological needs for water under average climatic conditions and moderate humidity amounts to 2.5 liters per day. Functions of water in a human body. Water helps in digestion. It carries the nutrients from the digestive system to cells. It has the ability to regulate body temperature under ambient temperature. Water is an ingredient of all natural products used in food. The moisture content varies, however, affecting the content of other ingredients and the energy output. The fact that different foods vary greatly in the amount of energy given to the body is mainly due to the large differences between them in their water content. The man gets 1 to 1.5 liters of water a day from liquids, coffee, milk, juice, soups, or as plain water. Many solid foods have more water than liquids. For example, green beans have 92% water and milk 87%. The total amount of water involved in the function of human body is 5 to 15 liters a day. The minimum amount of water must be taken daily is 1 liter. Thirst is a good guide to water demand, but not enough. In a man who exercises and sweats a lot, thirst usually covers only half his needs. Water absorption. Most of the water is absorbed by the organs of the digestive system. The amount depends on many factors. One of them is the difference in osmotic pressure. If the solutions of food are denser than the blood or other tissue liquids, water from the blood and tissue fluids enters through the digestive tract. However, if the foods are thinner than blood or tissue liquids, it becomes water absorption. If water is taken alone, it is obviously more easily absorbed than when it's taken with food. Another factor affecting the absorption of water in small and large intestine is the nature of the carbohydrate component. Some polysaccharides, such as peptic substances, form gels in the digestive tract that retain too much water and reduce its absorption from the gut. Foods or medications that have this property have laxative effects because they increase the concentration of fecal water. Water excretion. 1 to 2 liters a day by the kidneys. With sweating, from the lungs, water loss is about 400 milliliters during expiration. In the intestinal tract, water expelled is about 100 to 200 milliliters with passes. Water for human consumption. It should not contain chemicals and microorganisms in amount which may affect health. It must not be blood. It is colorless, odorless, and tasteless. It must not have corrosive metals. It contains soluble compounds at low levels and mineral concentration less than 1 gram per liter. Table water, commercially available vacuum, packed in glass or plastic bottles, intended for human consumption. The physicochemical parameters are consistent with the public drinking water. Water source, underground sources, bottled on site at the source of water supply, spring or borehole, not subjected to any decontamination process. The physicochemical parameters are consistent with existing legislation on water for human consumption. Bottled water categories, natural mineral from underground sources with a constant composition, locally bottled at the source of water supply, not subjected to any decontamination process. It differs from the public drinking water regarding to the content of trace elements or other constituents. There is no life without water. Safe water, safe life. This is the water's board. And this is the cycle of water in nature. Water is life. Thank you very much for your time.
Don't translate into English, just to show you, because you have very beautiful course. The structure is very good, but also the picture is very good. So we decided to show it.
As we will host the second project meeting in Turkey, we worked really hard to prepare a perfect program for you. I'm really thankful to my colleagues who worked with me during this process. secretary, the students preparing for new performances, and the project meeting in Turkey, and class visits, meeting at the school library, Turkish cafe, lunch by our PTA. A piano concert by extraordinary yes. Now he's preparing for the conservatoire this year. As I told you, or no, I don't know, but some regulations in Turkey doesn't let him to go to attend a conservatoire, but this year, I think, yes, a special regulation will be made for him. Otherwise, all his family will move to London, and he will go on his education abroad. If the Turkish government doesn't let him to attend the conservatoire, to be educated in conservatoire, all his family will move abroad just for him. Yes, his teacher, piano teacher, Victoria. Yes, we chose our logo. We visited our company, Islamic company, and had lunch at the Fort Dining Hall. Yes, we met our mayor, and after that we visited the museum, Naval Museum. Yes, the museum. This is the best photo. Which is we had a visit to Antalya. This is the Mosaic Museum, you know. This is St. Pierre Church. Yes, this is the long market, yes.
Bazaar.
Long bazaar. The farewell dinner. Yes. And after that, after a long rest, we started to work on the project again. First, the manager of security of our company visited our school and gave a brief conference to our students about first aid. And MD, medical doctor Rihat, there is a Kırmızıoğlu, came to our school and answered the questions of our parents about the adolescents' problems. And we organized a kite festival. During this festival, the families and the children had picnics and they flew their kites. I attended this activity with my son, but unfortunately, we couldn't fly my son's kite. I ran and ran and ran, but I had to train again. I don't do a lot. That's fine. A professional from Muslim University, Ahmet Çoban, Mr. Ahmet Çoban, he's a lecturer at the university, visited our school and gave a conference to our students and parents about obesity and active life. And we know that a healthy eating begins from mouth. That's why we invited the dentist, Mrs. Dizlejan, and she gave a conference about the oral health to our students. And we started the contest. Its name is Smiling Place for the younger ones, the 4th and the 5th and the 6th grades. The students are supposed to prepare some plates, funny plates using food, okay? And they took their photo. And here are some examples. Yes. That's all. Thank you.
samples of the activity realized up to then. But the project activities last a whole school year, so we are presenting some samples of the activity carried on from February to now. This is our map of the activities. The project involved also the carnival. The students of infant and primary school wore masks about food and ambient arts and crafts, according to the historical side, the historical part of the project. And ice cream, fruits, and little chefs, and chimney sweeps, old hosts, and farmers. Peasants, grapes, and more. They realized all the customs with parents and teachers, and students too. A laboratory, how to make the butter at school. The students attended more than a laboratory. In this one, they could do the butter themselves, helped by an expert. They needed good, fresh cream and a mixer, but our students substituted the mixer with a bottle. Then they shook it with energy. After a while, the fat globules started to clump together. At this point, they were halfway, kept on shaking. When the butter burned from the liquid, they used a napkin and they squeezed it. When the butter was ready, they added it to a fresh line of bread with jam for a healthy breakfast. Then a laboratory about how to make the bread. This time the students visited a bakery. They put together flour, yeast and water and changed themselves into perfect bakers. At the end they realized posters about the experience. In a fifth class, the teachers helped the students to conduct a survey to find out the body mass index of the students in the class. The majority of the children were of normal weight, many were underweight, and some were too thin, and only one child was overweight. 2 children refused to participate in the activity because they were not confident about their body. The students organized the data and realized the histogram. This is the artistic side of the project. Some students designed and realized special tablecloths. They painted the white fabrics with geometric shapes and added some news about olives, oil, tomatoes, grapes, and wheat. During Easter time, the students tried to count how many kilojoules as an Easter lunch, according to an Italian traditional menu. They also realized the recipes book. At the end of the count, they realized that after such a lunch, physical activity is compulsory. The students organized the results of the questionnaires and realized posters, what they eat for breakfast and lunch, what they eat for dinner, if they practice a sport, and what kind of silhouette they have. The last but not the least, Il Mangialibro, a book realized with advice, tips, games, and recipe to let people learn how to eat well. It's Marco Volot activity, second half of the school year.
Senden ne bir haber ne selam gelir ol. Yoksa yerim bir perché
la busta!
Πρόσεχε με χωρίς να με δες ποτέ.
Mas